Hey guys, it's me, Michelle. Just here to kind of talk about my day. About 5:30, I think, I went to an art museum in my, I guess you could say, neighborhood. It's in my county, but is it in my county? Yeah, I think it's in my county. Yes, it's in my county. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Um, so I went to this art museum for actually my art history class, which is a college course online that I'm taking. And it was actually really cool. I took my best friend with me because my husband decided to stay with the girls, the daughters, I guess you should say. And sorry, I'm adjusting. I'm not comfortable on the brick wall. I just thought it was a really cool backdrop because it kind of reminds me of platform 9 3/4. Yeah, 9 3/4. Freak me out. I like this wall. Um, so I went to the art museum with my best friend, and we had a really good time. We were probably there for about 2 or 3 hours. I don't remember. But it's good. It was really nice. So we went to this museum, and people were really rude because that part of the neighborhood, I guess you'd say, is really like hoity-toity. I have to be wearing Abercrombie and Fitch. I have to be carrying my Coach purse and my Prada shoes, and it's that kind of area. And I'm not like that. I'm really frugal. I love thrift stores, and I love saving money. So, anyways, we got to the art museum, and people were staring and pointing and talking and whispering. But we walk in and we started looking around, and I had 6 questions to do my homework with. I had to talk about a piece that showed some kind of motion. I had to talk about a piece that had some spirituality or religious convictions in it, and I had to show one that had light and something else. Not important, but I answered the 6 questions on my little piece of paper so I could do it online. And we actually really enjoyed it. I don't know if you've ever been to an art museum, but if you haven't, you really should try one. You should call, a few local places if you have more than one. We happen to have quite a few here around me because I'm in South Florida where all the rich snowbirds go. It's probably you guys, actually. You guys probably visit. No, you don't visit. If you're on the internet, you're not old enough to be a snowbird. I've lost my train of thought. I can't remember where I was saying. Something about my best friend. I did the questions and we enjoyed looking around. And there was actually an original Degas sketch there. I think it was Nude Woman, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Degas is my favorite artist, like in the entire world. I had a Degas calendar last year, uh, but obviously that was last year and I can't use it anymore. It was kind of like a warehouse feel to it because the ceilings were really high up and everything echoed, but it was really gorgeous because the first floor was kind of open to the second floor. It kind of had, they were, it was like, okay, first floor, and then, you had second floor, there's stairs and an elevator, and then you got the second floor. But there was kind of like an opening in the middle between the halves, like let's say north half and south half of the building. And then in the middle, there was an opening and there was like a bridge that you crossed, an inside bridge. It was really pretty. It was actually really cool because they had these things hanging down and it was gorgeous. What was I talking about? Damn it. Crap. I remembered. Okay, so you go, up the stairs and the walls are really tall. And I mean, probably 20 feet for the second floor. First floor is normal for this side, and that side is kind of shorter. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. You have to go there, and I'm not going to tell you what museum it is because then you'll stalk me. Just kidding. So, but the walls were really tall, and they had these quotes all over, from Picasso and Monet and just all these famous artists, and it was really pretty. And of course, they had sculptures and they had masks from the Mayans, like original Mayan masks. They had the Degas, my favorite. I definitely recommend going to your local art museum because it was actually a surprisingly fun time. Um, go with either your best friend or your spouse, someone you can be yourself around, because you really enjoy it more when you can be honest. If you don't like a piece that's, being exhibited and some stranger comes up to you because you're alone and you're vulnerable, they're going to say, "Oh, isn't this piece gorgeous? I just love it." And then you're just stuck saying, "Yeah, yeah, I love it." But if you're with someone you trust, your best friend or your spouse, or maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever, you can be yourself. You can say, "That is the most ugly thing I've ever seen in my life." Or if it's an abstract, which is what I said a lot, this was coming out of my mouth every few minutes. "I don't get it. I don't get it." Because I don't get abstract. It was just kind of overwhelming, but it was fun. You can't take pictures. You can't eat or drink. You can't even take a pen in. You can use a pencil, but you can't take a pen, obviously, because it's permanent. And they don't want you to fuck up their shit. But that's my little art museum review. And I think you should go to an art museum.